Greetings, mortals. I am Nathan, wanderers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of manga hell. And today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 373, titled Destination. I feel like this should have been called Act 4 or Land of the Samurai, but if you want to call Destination, then you can. It's just, you would think it would be a bit of a different different part of the story happening, especially considering the first couple of pages. But what can you do? You're not the one who's deciding things. Well, I'm not the one who's deciding things. That's the boss's job. But whatever. So, anyways, we start this chapter off with the Black Clover. Well, the Black Bull's base, as we see the Black Bulls just destroying everything, and I guess it's also supposed to show how much they've grown from the beginning of the story, where they were first just destroying stuff in the main build, in the main room. Now they're like destroying all over the built place, which it seems very destructive. Like these guys are really in danger themselves. Anyways, we have a magnet throwing fireballs at Luck is screaming, "Luck, you bastard! Today's the day we continue our special training." Wait, you guys didn't continue for the last year and a half? You think there's not a problem with these giant, jumps in time? What the hell happened to everything and everyone? Anyways, then we have Lux saying back to Magna, go for it, Magna. And then we have Magna screaming, "You assholes are too noisy. I can't concentrate on reading Marie's letters." Actually, that's Gauche. I just thought it was Magna, but I guess that's Gauche speaking. Although I'm not sure why exactly is he outside instead of being in his room, if that's the case. But whatever. And then we have, I think, Charmy is saying, "No, no, let's all come down and have supper," as we see her flying up there. So yeah, as we also see Gray and Gordon on the ground. As then we have the nurse saying, "The Bulls are going about their usual life after they serve mission, but..." So yeah, I guess they're back to normal. Again, like, are we supposed to get there was a giant time skip or not? Because it seems like a lot of this stuff could have been happening, like, with no skip. I mean, the biggest change in designs is they kept fucking capes, where some seem to wear the normal capes, or the other ones wear like these long capes. Anyways, then we have Gray saying, "Vice Captain Knock told us to be quiet." Why? You guys are all alone in the forest, for God's sakes. Anyways, then we have Magnus screaming, "Shut up! That hot ass is a disgrace to the Black Bulls." Because he's not loud or something? This is again, like, can we, a lot of people like to praise the Black Bulls as characters in their group, but when you really think about it, what is the dynamic right now? Because it seems to be like the loud members are still acting the same as they were before, and now everyone's just kind of, again, like doing whatever. I feel like we should have probably got a little more development on them, if you really think about it. Anyways, then we get, well, we also have Gordon murmuring behind Gray, but then we have Noct appearing behind that they respond to Magna as Noct's like, "Listen up, you fools," as Magna's like, "Gah!" So yeah. Anyways, then we have Noct there with Finral and with Vanessa, who were the only two besides Sakura, Noel, and Yami who were at the ceremony. As then we have Noct telling to us the Black Bulls, "Asta is dead." As everyone was saying, he was mortally wounded and then erased by spatial magic. Under these circumstances, it's only reasonable to assume he is dead. Then we have the characters like, oh shit. Well, not really, oh shit, just kind of like, what? As then we have Gray just saying, "That can't be." Which again, I feel like this whole quickly going to this whole thing is another one of the downsides, because this reactions are like very like, "Oh, look, oh, that happened." As then we have like us, for some reason, Magna and Noelok are mainly getting the same fucking expressions. But to be fair, a lot of the characters have these like more serious expressions over here in this news. But again, it's kind of this whole quick pacing is kind of giving a big of a downgrade. As if Magna be like, "If he went off and died on his own, I would never forgive him." Acted as if you can come back from the dead, which to be fair is actually Mimosa, so you could probably say that. And was there of Knox saying, "Regardless of how anyone feels, facts are facts. However," as in we have Knox saying, "no matter what you consider reality, I don't believe that he is dead. Not unless I see his dead body with my own eyes. So basically, going off how things usually go on this stuff. Anyways, then we have Magna responding with, "Heh, this is the first time we've ever agreed on something, Vice Captain." Then, as they have all of them have like this very confident, confident expression, they're all saying, "Without a doubt, there is no way that Asta is that." Which is true. Like we can all agree that's kind of the thing. Like it was too early. So yeah, we have also Vanessa and Finn also saying this there. So yeah. Which again, I really feel like we should have gone like a few chapters with the Black Bulls and the and Octigado, so we get the general vibe of the personalities. Because like this statement that Macklin doesn't view Noct or a Black Bull, that he's a disgrace, or that they never agreed, is something like this. Is like the first time you two are interacting. Who the fuck cares? So yeah, and also while this is supposed to be a very like badass and impactful moment, not gonna lie, it's kind of like, okay, let's just go through the story motion at this point. So yeah, and also it's kind of a red flag since you remember how the training went in the previous arc. So let's hope this is just supposed to be a misdirection. Anyways, they were not saying it's unanimous. Let's go find that idiot. And then everyone there is like, yeah. So we'll talk this at the end of the chapter. But apparently the Black Bulls are confident they can go look for us. I don't know if there's a way to go into different dimensions or if they can go into different continents. I'm not exactly sure. Also, Sakura and Noel and Yami weren't there, so it does make me wonder if those two have like are already like making preparations for where they're supposed to be going. But yeah, anyways, as soon as they're departing, we cut to where Asta is as we see him waking up in a stereotypical Japanese room. As Asta's like, "Where is this place?" As then he sees a door opening. As then he sees something that looks like a doll version of Charmy just clink, clanking, clink to this room with a cup. As then we have Asta saying, "Huh? Charmy Python?" Which I think is supposed to be Charmy Senpai. As she's up there, that mouth thing opens up and just some water comes out of it. As then it turns around and walks away, as then it just gives him this glass. I guess it's supposed to be tea or something. As they have someone saying "ka ka ka." As then we have Asta turning back around himself as he sees who was behind him. As then we have this guy saying, "That's right. There is a tea serving doll." As they have us saying, "What? So it isn't Charlie Python?" Which he seems to be really calm about this. As then we see this guy who has a very striking resemblance to Yami. In fact, you could just say this is Yami with a bit of I guess a little bit younger Yami with different hairstyle and eye patch. As he's there, like laying this cool way, he's like, "How you feeling, Asta?" As there was also another girl behind him. As they have Asta be like, "You, who are you? And how do you know my name?" Which is true. As they have Asta me like looking into his coat, is like, "My wound is healed, but only Musa could heal a wound like in this severe." As he's looking at that, which is true. He's supposed to be in a dying state, and now he's completely healed. Well, not completely healed. You still have the scratch, like you can see here was cut through the chest. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Asta be like, "Did you heal me?" As he's putting it back, closing the back there. In as then this guy responds with, "No, but my friend did. I don't have that kind of power." Kakaka. Which actually some people were wondering if the land rising somebody people have magic or if there's something else. I'm assuming we're gonna get revealed pretty soon. At least we know they have healers. Well, I have a theory about this, and we'll talk about the end of it. And with there, also be like, "Where's Lipe? He's this teeny, tiny black thing." Which is kind of funny. This kind of like the bottom remember. Oh yeah, Lipe is also here. We should probably address them. As then we have this guy saying, "Oh, you mean the devil guy? One of my friends should be fixing him up right now, and offering tea, I reckon." So yeah, basically a similar position as Asta is right now. Although I do have to wonder Asta and Libre are, from what I can remember, like they share the same level of damage. Like whenever Asta gets hurt, Libre also gets hurt in the same way. So if Asta is already back at full power, why is Libre still needing some recovery? Although maybe he's waking up at the same time. Although to be fair, Libby isn't like the most built character, so maybe you could say it's taken longer to recover. I don't know. Anyways, then we have us saying, well, thinking to himself, he knows about devils. And then Asa says, just who the heck are you? As they have also be like, his key isn't hostile, which is the reason why he's so calm, which I don't know, real look, this is something I'm forgetting how exactly key works and how exactly it's explained, but does key require you to be like evil or be over the top attacking person to be hostile? Because I mean you can still be an evil scumbag and not want to fight. Like which would be a good capture as example. Okay, let's think about Vanika. She views things in she for her fights are more a more enjoyment. So with her, key be hostile or be calm, or how does that work? Exactly. I'm forgetting it, but I'm guessing we're gonna get an explanation how key works. I mean, a lot of people are thinking that the long running someone's gonna have like a big explanation about how key works and how it operates and some other aspects that Yami didn't know because he was not as used to it as some other people or as people in this in London Rising Sun. And what they have asked to be like, do you know Charmy Senpai? Well, Pai Senpai. I'm saying it's supposed to be Charmy Senpai. Although maybe he would use her full name. Yeah, but we have then this guy who looks like Yami just saying, I haven't met that one, but but I have known Yami since childhood." As I was taken back by this, and then I was like, "Huh? You were childhood friends with Captain Yami?" And then I was like, "Actually, the key is kind of similar." Yeah, I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a sibling, family member, pretty much confirmed here. Although I do wonder why Asta isn't just, wait, are you a sibling? Like, I mean, he said similar. I'm assuming that has to do with there being family members. Although I don't think there was any kind of like direct statements about this. Anyways, they have this guy saying, "That's right, but the last time I saw him was when he was 13. Does he still take long dumps, Kakaka?" As Elsa's like, hanging just like excited eyes, like, "Yeah, that's right." So yeah, I guess he can at least confirm this guy knows about Captain Army. And what we have this guy saying, he's always got this mean look in his eyes, act real violent, and is quick with his hands. As then we have us to be like, he's been like that ever since he was a kid. So like, yeah, I guess he was. I guess he was expecting him to not be like that when he was a child. As they have which I do wonder how consistent that is. I mean, I get the situation in the Clover Kingdom, but I'm not sure about the Land of the Lion and Sun Kingdom country. But yeah, anyways, then we have him also saying he isn't good with bugs. If you show him one, he'll turn pale. As they have also spoken, really? But I'm too scared to pull something like that though. Which is something I'm kind of curious on. Because I don't think, was it ever stated Yami doesn't like bugs or turns pale? Like, was there ever like a little, what would, in volumes, like little statements about what characters are scared of? Was there ever stated like Yami is scared of bugs? I mean, I don't think there was ever any real like statement. I don't remember him like doing that to Yami ever, so I do find it a bit weird. Anyways, there we have this girl that a lot of people either think is related to Yami or something. Think a sort of her, which I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like. She's not really referenced, although a lot of people are already like theorizing and talking about her, which just makes me wonder how people are gonna react to her when we actually get focuses on her. I can only imagine. Let's hope that she actually gets to do something. I'm below Pachika, who's just been a damsel. Oh, well, okay, she's gonna be a damsel. This is gonna go the same way as the Spade arc. Anyways, then we have Asta saying, "Crap, I lost track of time talking to you. Thank you for helping me. I don't know where I am, but I've got to get back and fast." I mean, this is referring to the whole situation with Lucius and all that, and Sister Lily. But then we have this guy saying, "No need to be in such a hurry. You're not exactly in great shape, are you? Are you? Though I do understand how you feel." And this guy saying, "You got your heart broken, and we were nearly killed by both the person you love and the man you viewed as your goal. It ain't a pretty sight to behold." So as he knows about the whole situation is over Kingdom, as then Asta is like, "Oh, what? How do you know all that?" Because this is very weird information. Like this guy knows stuff that he shouldn't know, basically. And we have this guy, Merkabir, he's tapping his eye patch as he says, "What? I can see whatever I want to. Besides," so I guess he's implying there's something about his eye that that gives him hints or is the reason why. I'm not sure not sure this is gonna matter much. It could just be a similar case with Vanica where she had like an eye patch on her eye, but it was like completely pointless in the grand scheme of things. Like there was no real like trauma or anything like that. It just seems like it was just there for, I guess, to have the reveal. Like I wouldn't even say it was the reveal. Like kind of just a pointless like little accessory. I guess to make the design look more interesting in the face. Maybe the others just didn't like how it looked like how the eye look design the whole mark on her looked like about the iPad something. I'm not exactly sure. So I'm curious if that's supposed to signify something important, or I'm guessing because it's emphasis on the eye and he's tapping the iPad, so there is something to it. Anyways, we have this guy. We have a close up of this guy's face, which again makes me kind of think that he looks younger than Yami. Although to be fair, Yami does I think look older than he should for a 28-year-old. So maybe it's gonna be I think this is his older brother, but his older brother looks younger than him. Also, something that people will mention is that his eye patch looks very similar to Yami's cross guard, which I could just imagine that maybe that's like one of the two got inspired by the other. Maybe that's just a more standard look to it. I mean, he does have two katanas behind him. And as they have this guy saying, "My eye also tells me that you will definitely lose if you return now." So yeah, he knows like you need training and you need to prepare yourselves. Which some people also say this means that this guy might have the time magic or have some kind of connection with Astaroth, but well, we have a hard time knowing exactly. Although to be fair, he could just have time magic. It's just that he's the only human that has naturally born time magic, unlike Lucius who and Julius who just made a contract with him, and I guess sealed away their soul magic or something. I don't know. It's not really explain how people with two souls work who are naturally born together. Anyways, then we have this guy say, "Anyway, it ain't like you can get back home with your own power, right?" So yeah, basically he's pointing out, yeah, if you want to get back home, you're gonna have to go home through us. And then we have us saying, "What?" And then we see this lady like finally getting some dress. She's like walking away as he's taking over. Then she grabs the doors and she slides them open. You know how those work in Japan. As then we have finally the confirmation. This is the land of the sun, which I think is supposed to be the land of the rising sun. A country that is quite far away from the Clover Kingdom. It's a fucking different continent, but yeah, more or less. As then we have this guy saying, "I am Iryudo Iryura, the shogun of this nation. You've come all this way, so right here, right now, get yourself a power up." Basically, what was going to happen, and oh my god, it might not come about what's going to happen in the future. Just saying, this is giving me strong Spade arc vibes, and we all saw how downhill that thing went. Seriously, it went downhill pretty much after the training. And I'm also kind of concerned about that happening now as well. I guess we'll see. I mean, to be fair, it's a lot more different than it was exactly, but we'll see. Anyways, there we have some narrations from the direct from the backgrounds. They have some saying they wound up the homeland of Captain Yami, and there's also some Japanese letters that translate into something like a bar. It seems to be, but yeah. So this guy is Iryudo Iryura, with some people mentioning the fact that his name might imply something is a referencing dragons, like I think one of the dragon gods or something, or some of the dragon lords in the mythology. I'm not exactly remember every detail of it, but and so people also been thinking those friends and those like equivalent to captains, which let's hope they'll be relevant, unlike the spirit guardians who became irrelevant before they were even relevant. Then are just gonna be ignored and left to the side. But I feel so yeah. And some people say maybe his magic was something he's gonna work with dragons. Again, we don't really know how this thing works and how the whole thing goes. I mean, there don't seem to be any grimoires around, but we are not exactly sure. I mean, to be fair, it's possible that maybe the samurai don't have grimoires on them as much. So yeah. Now let's talk about a little theory that I have, or something that does give me a weird impression. If this land, like this might just be the pacing. I mean, the pacing is really fast in Black Clover, but in this chapter, it doesn't feel like it's even more fast. So this again, maybe I'm just being a bit paranoid, but does anyone else get the impression this could be like fake, or this could be like an illusion, or some kind of mind thing? I mean, it's just that it just feels a little weird how we get from like Asta dying on a shore to him being in the middle, like in the Shogun's palace with the guy knowing who has all the power in the world, well, in the land of rising sun. That I know every single fucking thing. I know every detail that you need about this issue. I'm completely up to date. I've read the manga, by the way, and basically, and I will train you to become strong enough to take care. And the fact that the first thing we see is like a charming doll of all things, as well as the fact Libre is gone, and just saying, "Oh, my friend's taking care of it, probably offering him tea." I know there's something weird about this place. Again, pacing, pacing, pacing. Probably that. I'm assuming this is the Land of the Rising Sun, and I'm going to assume we're gonna get more details on it. But as it stands, I am finding this whole thing a bit weird. Again, like, it's a bit like, how do you feel if this was revealed to just be kind of like a weird hypnotic state by someone, like maybe Lucius or maybe some other party? Would be people be angry if this is just hypnosis or something like that, some kind of fake stuff? Would anyone be? Tell me in the comments below if you think that. Now, what's gonna happen? Now, with this, let's talk about what I think is gonna be next chapter. I don't think it's gonna be revealed yet if this is real or fake. But I do imagine the next chapter is gonna go more into Asta's training, similar to how the Nox training thing was when we were really focusing on that. We're probably gonna get introduced to Key. We'll probably get some kind of demonstration of it. Maybe there's gonna be like a little quick show up the general level. We'll see on that front, although I would feel like it might be better if we focused on what others are doing as well. I hope, like, maybe we gotta find out where Noel and Sakura and Yami are. Maybe what Libe's situation is going on. Well, regardless, I'm guessing see it for next week. So, anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And with that, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.